Come with us where the corn is popped and the throwback Thursdays never stop. It's a magical land not far away. All you have to do is just press play.
So
hop on the couch and close your eyes. Gonna party like it's 99. Join us, watch the movies of our lives with Blockbuster Wives.
She remembered your name, but forgot how to do her job.
Pregnant
Where
pause.
am I? What am I doing?
Do 2 hours of sleep. All right. Welcome to Blockbuster Wives, where your two favorite 90s babies talk about movies from the era of a certain blue and yellow video rental store. I'm your host with the most late fees, Shea Baby.
And this is Stacy, not always kind, but always rewinds. And you're listening to
Blockbuster Wives. Hi.
In 2025.
Woo,
We
woo,
did it.
Woo, which is our almost third official year with you and each other.
Incredible.
Well, not with each other. We've been around the block a couple times together, but with you, almost 3 years.
So
Shit is crazy.
we've had 2 New Years with the podcast. Right?
Yeah. Whoa.
Wow.
Bow, bow, bow. We started when the pandemic was still like relatively new.
Yeah, doing its thing.
Ish. Crazy. Actually so crazy. But Happy New Year, guys. Hope all your wishes have already started coming true for the year. I know mine have.
Yeah, we've had a pretty amazing start to this year already, especially in the realm of film.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can't wait to tell you guys about this, which we're about to do like right now.
Right now.
So, have you guys heard of the movie The Last Showgirl?
If not, please watch the trailer immediately.
So good. And actually, by the time this episode comes out, I think it will be in theaters officially.
It will be. It's in theaters right now. Go see it.
Yeah, go see it. We got really lucky and got invited to like an early screening at Beverly Theater.
A sneak preview. Shout out to Whitney Vertucci,
Shout out to Whitney,
who you hear on our outro because she took our podcast art pictures.
Hell yeah.
She's an amazing photographer.
She's the best.
She styles, shoots sometimes. She's just a very artistic girly who loves film.
Yeah, she loves film. So obviously we get it. And she invited us to this event. So we went, and not only did we see the movie, which was great, but we also saw a Q&A with Pamela Anderson and the producer, Robert Schwartzman.
Yeah, and they had this, it was a cool setup. They started the movie, Robert Schwartzman did an intro about producing it and all the choices they made and how excited they were to be in Las Vegas and center a Las Vegas story in the film. And then they showed the film, and then Pamela Anderson herself walks out into the stage, not very far from us,
20
and
feet away.
does a whole hour-long interview about the movie and just talks about her Pamasance, as I think people are calling it.
Yeah, Pamasance.
And how she always wanted to do, quote unquote serious art. And she was always figuring out how do I get from Playboy and Baywatch to dramatic art?
Yeah. She really wanted that for herself, but like Marilyn Monroe, like Megan Fox, we've talked about this. People don't take her seriously because they sexualize her. Mm-hmm. And if you're a woman being sexualized, you can't be taken seriously.
You're put in a little tiny box, and they don't want to let you out.
Which is insane because she did so fucking well in this movie.
Yeah, she's incredible.
So fucking good. So we just got lucky enough to witness the movie, witness her speaking about it, which was really great. Specifically as people who have lived in Vegas, for me, most of my life, for Stacy, her whole life. It was definitely partially a love story to Vegas, which was really cool.
Yeah, and I do have a little beef with the film because Robert Schwartzman did not ask if he could film at my house.
Yeah. She was living in a gorgy, 60s, 70s house.
Could have been mine.
Not as cool as Stacey's.
Could have been mine. But
cute,
you know
but
what? It's my only nitpick.
And honestly, it was really close to your house.
I know. I was like, that could have been my kitchen.
Based on from the outside shot where you see the stratosphere and shit, I was like, this is basically right next to Stacy's house, really close to Stacy's.
I think it's more downtown.
Yeah, but
but
she lives.
Say, I don't have a cool stratosphere in my backyard shot. I will give them that.
Okay, but she has a jacuzzi in her house. Okay?
The interior would have been perfect.
It would have been oh my god, the murals and shit that are in your house. She would have died for that.
So that's my only critique, Robert Schwartzman. But I'm getting over it. I'm moving past it.
The only critique I have is too many montage shots, like too many of them walking in like random parts of the strip that like locals would never do. Similar to what I heard about Showgirls.
Yeah, yeah. It's like no one's hanging out under that underpass.
Yeah,
Why,
and no one
why
is.
would you go there?
Yeah, and no one is just like standing outside of like circus
No,
unless they're
no,
like
you're not. You're
actively
running.
on crack. No offense, and
No offense.
no offense to all the crack doing circus.
Yeah, we love you. We respect. We need you.
Listeners.
We need you. But just she wouldn't be there.
No, she wouldn't be. I'm sorry, she wouldn't. She'd spend all day working. She's not going to be like standing outside of the circus like a sim. Anyway, that's my only critique though. I really loved the movie. It made me cry.
It is really beautiful.
But we snuck in movie candy
Yeah.
because of who we are as people, and I didn't realize that they would have like free drinks, free popcorn. That shit was sick. Then
Yeah.
we go upstairs afterwards. They had a whole giant charcuterie board. They had people giving out sliders and these little potato things and more drinks, and I was just like, what is, like, we need to be a part of this life more often because this shit is sick.
Yeah, I've never been to a movie premiere ever in my life, so I don't know if they're all like that, but I was like, this is a lot of stuff. Like, you had the intro, you had the film, you had the Q&A, and then they had this entire catered after party with free drinks and food, and I was like, is
Yeah.
this normal? Is this always what they're like?
Everyone else acted like it was hella normal.
Yeah, and we're like, wow!
But she and I were like, holy shit, freaking out. I told Stacy while we were literally there, I was like, I wish we had a film crew filming all of our, like, every moment of this party, because they would see how little we belong and how much everybody else does. Because no one else was really like shook by
Yeah.
any of it. But she and I were like, charcuterie, sliders, there's heaters out here,
Free
there's like
alcohol?
celebrities walking around. So speaking of celebrities, okay, number one, Holly Madison was there. That was sick.
Yes. Gorgeous. She
Gorgina.
was airbrushed in person.
Yeah, she
She's
doesn't look real.
flawless.
She doesn't look real. She's not real. She's an angel. Then Perez Hilton kept
Oh my
fucking mad dogging
gosh.
me and Stacy the
And
whole time.
And y'all, I am so bad at recognizing celebrities. Like, I'm really, really bad at
Yeah.
it. I think I'm just naturally bad at it. But even if I have an inkling that, oh, that might be somebody, I convince myself, I'm like, that's not them. Don't be ridiculous. And so we're walking around and I see this man staring at us in like a really weird manner. And I look at him and I'm like, do I know this guy? Like, is this like a recognition look? And I don't say anything. And then later, Shea says, it's so weird that Perez Hilton is here. And then it clicked for me, and I go, that's the guy
Yeah.
that was looking at us like,
Yeah.
so strangely.
Yeah, and he, like, truly, every, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, I'd look over, and he'd be staring at us with his giant blue eyes, which we all know I hate. And he's just like, and I'm like, are you, like, it's not 2006 anymore, baby. Other people are going to be here that aren't fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't know if you just didn't like us. Perez Hilton, if you're listening to this, please
Yeah.
let us know what we did wrong
Yeah.
and how we can move forward.
And, like, stop spreading rumors about me being my ass jiggling
yeah,
in
stop
my
covering
pants.
it on your blog.
God. Anyways, so that was crazy. And then, okay, mind-blowing moment. So get this. So Robert Schwartzman, we're like, oh, what's his name? Jason Schwartzman's brother?
So he's Jason Schwartzman's brother.
Brother, right.
Who I love Jason Schwartzman.
Me too.
I love his film. I love his band, Coconut Records.
Hell
I've
yeah.
been listening to it a lot lately.
So we knew that. We knew he was the producer of this movie. He was walking around. People were taking pictures with him.
Schmoozing.
He was very, like, he seemed just very cash, very sweet, whatever. He ended up circling into, like, our group. So we started chatting with him because he was talking about how he was craving a molten lava cake. And I was like, Chili's. And he was like, it's too late for Chili's. And then I was like, oh, I have candy in my bag if you want some. And he's like, nah, I'm okay.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't want to ruin my appetite for when I have my molten lava cake later. And I was like, you just produced an amazing movie. You can have both. I was like, the
Mhm.
world is da-da-da. So we're talking. Stacy's like, oh, you should go to Love It Custard. So we're talking about
Yeah,
that.
because he kept talking about how, he wants to Vegas it up. And I was like,
Yeah.
Love It is the pinnacle of Vegas ice cream. So you should go there.
Yeah, so we were chatting with him a little bit. Then she and I asked a dude that we were talking to take pictures of us. Then we bounced. And we drove separately. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking about his floppy hair in a good way, non-derogatory. And I was like, it reminds me of something. Stacy calls me.
Meanwhile, I'm walking back to my office, and I will say another surreal part of this is as we're on the balcony of the Beverly in this glitzy glammy party, I look to my right, and it's my work building where I am a boring lawyer most of the time. And I was
She's
like,
not a boring lawyer.
this is really an interesting moment.
Yeah, she's like,
so I'm
get
walking
you a girl
back
that
to
can
my
do both.
Yes, I'm walking back to my building, which is like a minute walk. It is so close, and I'm like, there's something about this guy. It's
Yeah.
like I pull up my phone and I Google Robert Schwartzman and go to his Wikipedia, and then I immediately call Shea because I see something that shakes me to my core.
She doesn't even have to say it. She gets on the phone and she's like, okay, I just looked him up and I realized something. It's Michael from the Princess fucking Diaries, bro.
Our band crush.
Our total crush from 10 years old.
If you would have told like a 10, 11-year-old Shea and I that we were going to meet the guy from Flypaper,
And not only meet him, but like have a full conversation, and I offer him candy. I had pocket M&Ms in my pocket. I didn't actually say M&Ms, but if I had, I would have felt like a dick. I'm so glad I didn't. Unknowingly, obviously, but like...
because if you recall, in the Princess Diaries, when he's playing the keyboard, there's a bunch of M&Ms on the keyboard.
And then he puts
he's eating
M&Ms
them.
on the pizza later
And he
when...
puts M&Ms on the pizza,
or
so
she
it's like
puts
a
M&Ms
big
on.
M&M thing.
So I'm so glad I wasn't like, do you want some M&Ms? Because
Then
you'd
he's
be like,
God damn it.
go fuck yourself.
But we really wouldn't have like meant it. It
Yeah,
was
and
a
truly
total
I didn't.
accident.
Yeah, so it was like, it was a huge moment, and I hit up Aunt Debbie because
Oh, nice.
she's the one that took me to Princess Diaries
Oh, how sweet.
back home, and I told her, I was just like, hey, I don't know if you remember that guy from that movie you took me to when I was 10.
20 years ago.
Probably, I don't know if it meant as much to you as it did me since you're lesbian, but we met him, and it was very cool. Anyway.
What'd she say?
She was like, oh, honey, you met your Prince Charming. And I was like, wait, no.
You're like, no, we're
It's
not
like that.
together, okay?
No, she thought I meant, like, I met someone like him. And I was like, no, I literally
like,
met
no,
him.
him.
And she's like, oh. And I was like, yeah. So it's actually cooler than what you thought. But anyway, it was a really cool moment.
It was really awesome.
Yeah, and it just made us feel like we're on the right path, you know? We look for these little moments that make us feel like that.
Yeah, kicking off 2025 with a big old bang.
Yeah, and if anyone's listening to this who runs premieres or, you know, anything regarding that, anywhere, we want to be
I
invited.
wanna go.
You heard it here first. We
We'll be
want to
there.
be there. We'll interview. We could have interviewed Pamela ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
but the woman that did it was really good, actually.
Mhm.
She also started following us on Instagram.
Hey.
Hey.
Girl.
Anyways, but all that being said, yeah, we started the year off right, and we hope that you guys are too.
Yeah, and go see The Last Show, girl. It really is great.
It really is so sweet, and let us know what you think about it. But anyway, all that being
In a
said,
rapid change of direction. And about as far away from the movie The Last Show, girl, as you could get.
yeah, there's cuntiness in both.
True.
I'd say
There is a lot of serving cunt.
serving
involved.
cunt in both. Well, we should also say this is Transformation Month as usual.
Yes, January is always Transformation Month. If
Yep.
this is your first Transformation Month, welcome.
Welcome to Transformation Month. We are only, I should also say we're doing 2 episodes this month. We're also doing 2 episodes in February. So I know it's a little bit of a change of pace, but there's things brewing, there's things happening. I'm moving to Salt Lake. This isn't going to change anything about the pod.
Okay, but she's still doing the pod, so have
Yeah,
no fear.
so please don't be scared. But that's why we just have a lot going on right now. You know, it's the end of the holidays. It's a new year. I'm moving, et cetera, et cetera. So we're going to slow down the pace a little bit for January and February, but then we're coming back with a bang
Full
in
force
March.
in March.
So
for
don't you worry.
An amazing March Madness bracket, just
That's
like we do
right.
every year.
Oh, we're very excited about this one.
We'll
Okay.
wait to announce.
But we'll wait to announce it. But anyway, so our first movie, I don't know if you could tell by our fits.
This, once you get it, you'll get it.
Yeah, if you know, you know. But we are doing one of our absolute faves that we've talked about too many times on this podcast. The Emperor's New Groove.
Yes, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. I think I usually
have.
bring it up in the context of Justice for Emperor's New Groove at Disneyland specifically. Why don't they have merch? Why don't they have a ride? Why
Roller
don't
coaster.
they have Poncha and Yvesmas wandering around?
It makes me angry. Kronk should be
Kronk?
walking
There
around
should be so
talking
many.
to squirrels. It just doesn't make sense. But regardless, we're going to cover it and maybe we'll inspire, you know?
Wow, that'd
Disney.
be amazing.
Yep.
If we influenced it to Disneyland, that'd be
I
crazy.
mean, crazier things have happened.
I guess you're right.
You know what I mean? They need to tap into who knows what about movies.
Mm-hmm.
We know.
We know.
And they know it. Everybody does. Okay. Anyway, I'm super excited. It's one of our fave Disney movies.
Yes.
Is it your favorite?
I think it is my all-time favorite. In terms of how many times I've watched it, it's probably my most watched Disney movie of all time.
Yeah.
And I just think there's a lot of unique stuff about it that I really like.
Yeah.
One example of just having one song in movie that I like, maybe because it's not, a transparent attempt to launch a child singing career, but anyway.
Tom Jones.
I like the one song. I like how funny it is. I like that the protagonist is a jerk. I think that's very, very rare for a Disney movie.
It is.
They're starting to do it more now where they're like, ooh, villains. But this was in early 2000s.
Yeah.
And to have like an asshole be the star of the movie was transgressive and great.
Really cool. Very, very cool.
Well, should I get us kicked off with some corporate bullshit?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Corporate bullshit.
Some bullshit.
Okay. This came out December 15th, 2000.
Wow.
Pre 9/11.
Pre 9/11.
For the holiday season.
I didn't realize it was so. I guess it makes sense that it's so early, but
Yeah, we were 9 years old.
Oh, that's
9
so
years old.
crazy.
I don't remember being that young.
No, I feel like I was like 12 when it came out. I don't know why.
Right? And
Yeah.
I did see it in theaters. I was very excited about it
I
because
did
I was
too.
a big David Spade fan, as I'm sure
As
you
I
were.
am. Yes.
From SNL and Tommy Boy fandom.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah, big fan of his already as a 9-year-old, which is so funny. It was directed by Mark Dindal. He also directed Chicken Little in 2005.
Holy shit.
But
yes.
his big claim to fame and how he got this movie is he was an animator for Disney for a really long time.
Okay.
And he helped animate on Little Mermaid and Aladdin.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Two of the most
so
hoppin'.
he had some juice for sure.
For sure, yeah.
But there's a lot of really interesting lore about how he became the director. And there's a ton of lore about this movie in general, which I truly had no idea. I've never looked up anything about the making of this movie, so this was all brand new to me.
Yeah.
But there is, in fact, a documentary about the making of Emperor's New Groove called The Sweatbox.
The Sweatbox?
And Disney has like canned it. They will not distribute it. They don't have it streaming. They don't want it out there. You can find some online rips, and I thought about watching it, but they're like really low quality, so I didn't ultimately do it. But the documentary talks about how an entirely different director was supposed to direct this movie.
I think I knew that actually.
Entirely different director.
Yeah.
Let me see if I wrote it down.
Was it like a different story too, or some shit like that?
Yeah, so it was supposed to be directed by Roger Allers, who did something King fame that I can't read my handwriting. But it was supposed to be a dramatic musical about Incan culture. And it was supposed to be like, there's supposed to be all these different like gods, and it was supposed to be really powerful and like deep and all that stuff. But then
Like Hercules.
Like Hercules and like Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, fuck.
But then Hunchback of Notre Dame did not perform up to Disney's expectations.
Because it's depressing as
Because it's
fuck.
too heavy.
It's so
It's
fucking
too much.
heavy, dude. I mean, it's
too much.
it's gorgeous, but it's like evil. Like it's so scary
It's
and it's
pretty
so
bad.
fucking sad. It's bleak.
Everything about it, from top to bottom, dark.
It's big yikes.
So it kind of, it didn't even fail at the box office, but it wasn't like a smash hit. And so they got spooked, and they were like, I don't think
we
we should
can't.
do a serious movie like that. So then
Yeah.
they brought in this Mark Dindal guy to punch it up and get the laughs.
Okay.
But
And
what
he's
I
like, we
found-
need David Spade.
Well, what I thought was really interesting is I was like, okay, well then who was supposed to be the protagonist before David Spade? But weirdly, they cast David Spade for the dramatic music. And
What?
I was like, why would you do that?
Oh my.
That seems like a mistake.
That doesn't. Well, he can't really sing though.
Yeah, I think they were gonna have somebody else sing.
Yeah, that makes
In-
sense. Disney
In
does
fact,
do
they were
that.
gonna have Sting sing, and Sting was gonna do all the music for this dramatic musical.
Interesting.
And so the reason we get this documentary is as part of the deal to get Sting to work on this is
Yeah.
they said, Sting, you can do the music for this dramatic musical, and your wife can make a documentary about it because she's a documentary filmmaker. So she starts making this documentary, and then the whole project gets scrapped. And so she's now filming like the meltdown of this project and them yanking this away from Sting after he's already done all the music.
Fuck.
And so he's like upset.
Yeah, well,
Like,
naturally, yeah.
So the documentary follows it like all falling apart and him getting pushed out and like all of this stuff, which is why Disney doesn't want it out there.
Oh my
I
God.
thought that was so fascinating.
They act like we don't know anything bad that comes from Disney. It's like we
Yeah.
all know the conspiracy theories.
We have the internet, okay?
We're not fucking morons. Like just let it come out.
Yeah.
Come on.
One fun fact is while David Spade was always there from the beginning, we almost got Owen Wilson as Pacha.
Interesting.
But then when they went the other direction, they're like, oh, it should be like if Kuzco's gonna be this like really outlandish young guy, we should have like a more older, calming presence, which I think was absolutely the right call. Love Owen Wilson.
Yeah, but Goodman was the best
John
choice.
Goodman was the best.
Completely.
And then another fun fact is it was originally supposed to be called, or Kuzco was originally supposed to be named Menko.
Menko?
But then they found out that means cunt in Japanese slang.
You're fucking lying, dude.
So they took a minor character named Kuzco and made him the star.
You don't even want to know how many times I wrote cunt on this like review because like how many times I wrote cunty in my notes regarding Kuzco. That's so funny.
Yeah, so that's why we get Kuzco as the leader.
Amazing.
Okay. Anyways, that was the whole thing about the director.
Oh my God.
It's starring David Spade, John Goodman,
Woo!
Eartha Kitt,
Oh.
Patrick Warburton, who I famously got mixed up with 5 other white men on the other guys.
The other guys? Go listen to the other
Patrick
guys.
Warburton is not in the other guys. That's a different guy.
No, but we were
Okay.
getting him mistaken for the other guy whose name I cannot remember, and that's a problem. But
it's Rob Riggle.
Rob
You got,
Riggle.
you
the guy I
guys
said,
keep
I was like,
forgetting.
he's bug-eyed, and he's
I
kind of my
I
type.
have meathead blindness. I can't
I get
can't
it.
do it.
Meathead.
Meathead.
blindness.
And
That's
then
way
Wendy
better than
Malick.
tall white guy. blindness.
Oh my God. Amazing.
Music by Tom Jones.
Dude, iconic.
Hell yeah. They kept in I think they kept in a couple Sting songs for legal reasons and in the
Good.
credits. And then you have John Debney as the composer, and I think the composed music is really cool. They tried to give it kind of like a Southern American flavor.
I love the part, like how it sounds when Pacha comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Do, do,
It's so
do,
calming and
it's,
beautiful.
Yeah, it's just very light and sweet, like he is. Yeah.
It's only 78 minutes long.
Stacy did tell me this a couple days ago, and I was like, what?
My mind is blown. It does not
Pretty
feel
amazing.
overly short.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't feel long, but it
No.
doesn't feel like Master of Disguise, which I think is our shortest movie. I think that was like 65 minutes long. Felt like a blink, and then there was like 20 minutes of credit scenes, and you're like, how are we here?
You know why? I think it's just because there's so many like scene changes and so many costume changes, and also like very extensive like the ending. Is really
For Master of Disguise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it feels so long. It's just like okay, and it's just like kind of uncomfortable
Yeah.
throughout. That
That movie's very uncomfortable for so many
for so many reasons. 9/11. Go listen to our episode on that. But
Troy's favorite, shout out.
yeah, Troy and also one of mine. Probably top 3 for
It's
sure.
really the quiz in that one was nuts.
So yeah, like truly recommend if this is like one of your first time watching, go back to Master of Disguise. It is so fucking funny.
Yeah, it's only 78 minutes long.
Crazy.
Budget was $100 million, which I think is high because it went through so many changes. Like, had they had the script and everything nailed down from the beginning, I feel like this is maybe like a $50 million movie.
Yeah, I'm like maybe even less, maybe like 30
Yeah,
something.
but $100 million, and then it boxed $169 million. So a success. And
Amazing.
it went on to be the best-selling DVD of the following year, 2001.
I could totally see that.
Pretty darn successful.
I could absolutely see that. God, this movie is so fucking good.
It was nominated for an Academy Award of Best Original Song,
Hell yeah.
but lost to My Funny Friend and Me by Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. The song in this is Funny Friend and Me. It lost to Bob Dylan's Things Have Changed for Me for the Wonder Boys. Never heard of it. There is a sequel, which was a direct-to-video sequel called Kronk's New Groove.
Oh, cute.
I've never seen it.
I mean, there was also a show
Yep,
right?
that was what I was gonna say.
Oh,
next.
sorry.
The show Emperor's New School.
Yeah.
Which is a TV show, which I also haven't watched.
I haven't watched either, but I remember my little bro, shout out to Hazen and Grady, they would watch it before school. But at that point, I
Mm.
think I was probably in middle school.
Yeah, we're probably too old for it.
So I was like, I don't know, what were we watching at that time? Laguna Beach.
Laguna Beach.
Yeah.
Check out our
that's-
miniseries on Patreon.
Yep. Hee
Rotten Tomatoes. Pretty good.
Okay, good.
86% for critic score.
Damn, okay.
84% for audience. So 86,
Wow.
84, very close together.
That's really good.
And Roger Ebert, want to guess?
He usually doesn't like kids movies. Wait, no, he does usually like kids movies.
I feel like he's hit or miss.
I'll say 2.5 stars.
He gave it 3 stars, which I was impressed with.
Okay.
He does a nice little summary of the film, and then he says, this version is a zany tonic. Because he talks about, like, all the production problems. But, yeah, at
A
the end,
zany
he
tonic,
says
that's
it's a
cute.
zany tonic,
I like that.
and he says that it's unmitigated fun.
Unmitigated
Fun. So I was like, okay, Ebert.
Okay.
And our final corporate bullshit note, does it pass the Bechdel test? The answer is no.
Hell no.
I feel like we haven't had one pass in a while.
Question actually
Mhm.
about
Yeah.
that. So there's a point in the movie where Yzma and Chica are having a conversation about Pacha, I think,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but then it turns to they have a very, very short conversation about the doorknob. So is it technically?
I think
I wouldn't say that.
I don't
counts.
like technicals when it comes to Bechdel test.
I agree. I'm just saying.
But I
That's a
know
good
what you're
point.
saying, and
That's a
I
good
think
point.
like for that moment, for sure. But overall,
It's
no.
all the ladies are talking about Kuzco. They're talking about
Yeah.
Pacha. They're talking about men.
Yeah, but good point, Anthony.
There is a doorknob. There is a doorknob combo.
Wait, did you watch this movie too in preparation?
No, it's
Okay.
one of my top 3 Disney movies as
Okay,
well.
so you
Burned
remember.
into your memory.
Yeah,
I love it.
absolutely.
I love that. But yeah, I didn't think it did. Either.
Yeah.
But yeah, we haven't
it's
had
been
one pass for a
while.
while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while since I
Stain.
could say they passed the Bechdel
Bechdel
test.
Wow.
Amazing.
I
Sign
love
us.
that song for
Alright.
real.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Well, that's it for
Good
corporate
job, my
bullshit.
love. Hey.
Thank you.
Flowers.
I really had no idea about all the lore. I was fascinated.
Yeah, that is. Oh, I love tea. I love the drama with any movie or production or whatever. I think it's so exciting, exhilarating, and badass. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed this go around. I haven't watched it for a while. So I was like really excited to get back into it. And I can't tell you how many times I laughed out loud. David Spade is top 3 favorite comedians of all time, stand up or otherwise. He's a bad tipper, unfortunately.
Boo.
Heard that multiple times. One of the homies, shouts out to Ryan, does what's it called? Valet, and he
Mm.
didn't give him any money for
Yikes.
valeting his car. Gross. Regardless, though, he's so fucking funny, and yeah, I laughed out loud, and it's all because of him. He's so fucking funny, and I know he's one of Stacy's as well.
Yeah, and it's such an interesting, like, the way they set up the movie, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but also doesn't matter because you have David Spade narrating the movie
Yeah.
as if it's like him looking back on it, but then there'll be scenes where like he cuts in, like where like there's a scene
Yeah.
where it's like showing Pacha too long, and he like bursts into the scene and like scribbles over him like it's live.
Yeah.
But I like that they're like, whatever, who cares?
Yeah.
It's funny, and just like giving David Spade a license to be David Spade in a Disney movie where he's like the quintessential jerk, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
let him lead a Disney movie. It's amazing.
David Spade is one of the cuntiest men alive right now, and I'm saying it so loudly and in all caps.
Definitively.
And he's cunty in everything, like in every fucking thing that
always
he's ever.
got a fucking attitude.
He's such a little bitch, but it works for him. It works for him. It worked in Tommy Boy. It works in I almost said NSL. What?
NSFW.
NSFW. In everything, he's super cunty, and it works for him because he has the right amount of like punch and zing. And for some reason, you don't like hate him. You know, like I feel like if other people had the same flavor, it'd be like, dude, that guy's a dick. But for him,
Mhm.
it works because it's funny. every time.
It is really funny.
He's just so fucking funny. Okay, I wrote some notes here.
Okay, just real quick, one last
Oh, yeah, go
love
ahead.
note to David Spade.
Please.
It's not on the air anymore, but during pandemic, he had an online show where he'd do like news and interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was so good, and it really like got me through pandemic with a lot
Yeah.
of laughs. So thank you, David Spade.
Thanks,
I'm
David
sorry it didn't
Spade.
last, but it was really good while it did. And I'm sorry I can't remember the name, but it was like a really generic name, like Tonight with David Spade or something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about because Stacy would send me clips and be like, "This is so fucking
It's our
funny.
boy.
It's our boy."
And then I went to a comedy show in Salt Lake City. Not Salt Lake City, scratch that. Austin. It was
yeah.
Austin, Texas. And they took our phones and people were like, oh, is there a big celebrity here tonight? Because this is a comedy club that gets people just popping in that are super A-listers. And somebody started a rumor that David Spade was going to be the special guest. And I was like, if he
Please.
comes out on stage, I might cry. Like, I don't know if I can
Yeah.
handle it. But then it was a vicious lie and he did not come. But for
Pieces
a
of
moment
shit.
there, I was like, what? I was almost like, no, he can't come here. I can't handle
Like, I
it.
can't do this.
But I was spared the drama because he didn't come. But that would have been amazing.
I did see him with my brother maybe 2 years ago, and he watched my Instagram story.
Hey.
I have never been closer to Chris Farley. I could taste him on my tongue. And I will, at some point, go see...
Taste Chris Farley?
Yeah.
I hope not. That's necrophilia,
Listen,
girls and boys.
You know what? I don't need any more rumors being spread about me
About
and
your
my deviances. However,
predilections.
I did love seeing him. Seeing him live was such a highlight of my entire life. And he's touring all the time, so we should go. I
should go
again.
see him. But at this venue, he would have been like
Right there.
right there.
Yeah, the smaller venues are really fun to see bigger celebs, but
Mhm.
I would love to see him again, so we
Okay.
definitely should.
Gotcha.
But I'm sorry you didn't get to see him, my wife.
that
Don't
hurts.
lie to my
Okay.
wife, okay?
Yeah, don't
Go
start
fuck
a
yourselves.
preposterous rumor.
Exactly. It's so disgusting.
Disgusting.
Okay. So I wrote the first note is the fucking river dancing made me cry laughing. Just to me, I never know. By the way, I was gorgeously high as fuck watching this, so maybe that's why I was laughing a lot more than. I'm like, why was I laughing so hard? I was so high, and the river dancing got me immediately, and I was crying because I
Nice.
never knew Kuzco, and they're what's his name?
And the implication that he does this every day.
Just
So
like how
good.
he wakes up. I was
So good.
fucking dying. That shit made me laugh so hard. And also just like Incas, like people in the Inca Empire, just river dancing just made me laugh for some reason. I was like, also
Oh,
he's
man.
clearly gay as fuck when they line all the women up and he's like, yikes, yikes, yikes. Let me guess. You have a great personality. I'm like, you're the cuntiest, gayest dude I've ever seen in my life.
Mhm.
So good.
Yeah, I mean, the signs are there. The
They
signs
really
are adding up. The musical theater.
Yes. He's like, hey, I'm demanding a required river dance and song as soon as I enter
Get
the
your
world every
choreo
morning,
together,
okay?
okay, bitch?
Bitch. Yeah, exactly.
You better work.
You better work, bitch. Also, I love any movie with inner monologues or an inner monologue. I don't know. Every time gets me. And I feel like we did one recently that had an
Just Friends, you get a little peek
There you go.
of the inner monologue.
And that was one of my big
Mhm.
notes. Was I was like, I love his inner monologue. It's similar to the talking to the camera, which also this movie has.
Mhm.
So.
That's true.
Just saying.
Where he goes, this movie is about me, not him.
Me, not him. Winner, loser. Wait, now I'm starting to realize a lot of
so
our
good.
humor is coming. Winner, loser.
Loser.
How long has that been there? I'm like, oh my god, dude. It's so
we love
good.
this film.
We really do. We quote it probably daily,
Yeah.
don't we?
Yeah.
To each other and otherwise.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the nod to Incan culture. I guess
Yes.
Disney had this plan that they were going to do an Inca movie, a Mayan movie, and an Aztec movie. As far as I can tell, they kind of stopped at this one.
Damn.
But yeah, I really want to go to Peru.
I've
And Machu Picchu.
Me too. I've actually talked about before, I think it was on year one, that I'm distantly related to an Incan princess who was frozen solid in a sacrifice.
Gnarly, man.
So it'd be kind of cool to go there and see
Mhm.
what
See
some
what's
of my
what.
roots look like.
Would you
know?
do the hike?
I hate hikes. I
I
famously
don't
hate
either.
hikes, but I feel like in a situation like that, is it like a full like?
They call it the Incan Trail. You can do different versions of it. I think I would skip it entirely because there's a train, and I love trains.
Oh, so you could do the train instead of the hike.
You could just take the train.
Then
right
I'm
on
doing
down.
the fucking train, baby. I've never been on a real train. You know that?
What?
Yes.
Never?
Never on a real train. Never.
Okay.
I don't think. Like not like.
Well, subways are trains in a sense.
Okay, but I mean like a choo choo chugga
Like,
chugga.
chugga.
I've
Yeah.
never ever been
I
on a
love
train.
them so much.
And I would love to be on one with
Love
you. We
the
should
Grand
do
Canyon
one.
one is really cute and great. We should do it.
Then let's do it, baby.
Yeah,
We'll
fun.
do like a train month. I don't know what that
Train
means, and then we'll end with.
month.
It'll all just be a ruse so that we could go on a train at
Fucking
the end.
Thomas the Tank Engine movie 1 through 4.
Oh my god, cute.
Cute.
I used to love that fucking show.
Oh, I hated it on sight.
Oh, I loved
Their
it.
creepy little faces. And
I love their faces.
No,
Yes.
it's not right. It's
Wait,
unnatural.
wait. You look like you have something to say about this. No.
I agree with Stacy. Those
So the
things are
cheese
we could
stands
do that
alone.
in October.
Yeah, horror movie.
Okay.
Anywho.
I'll go fuck myself for liking whimsy. Anyway, how did we get here? Trains.
Where were we?
I don't know. The beginning.
Inca.
Oh yeah, I'm related to the Incan princess.
That's what we're
So,
talking about. Yeah,
just saying.
I really want to go to Peru.
Oh, the fucking when he was talking about who was it where he was like the thing that wouldn't shut up. I'm like, why is his whole inner monologue is me and Stacy? It's hilarious. Okay, anyway.
My next note is Pacha with the poncho, which is, inspiring my fit today. Incredible.
So incredible. And he's one of my ultimate daddies as well. I know I
Oh,
say that all the time, but
really?
like 1,000,000%. He's like strong and sweet, but he sticks up for himself and like his family.
He's too daddy for me. Like, I see him as like a legitimate father figure, so it's not for me. But I love that you're like, hey,
Okay, but that's hot to me.
hey,
Okay. Okay, Pacha.
when
All
David
right.
Spade says it like that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, Pacha. Oh, and then, I basically just wrote like direct quotes this whole time because I was like, it's so funny. He was like, wait, what's holding this woman together? Fucking talking about Yzma.
Yeah, his whole speech about Yzma, the villain, is very good.
And I'm very Yzma inspired with my fit today.
Mhm.
Just saying.
And just Eartha Kitt to play her is so perfect.
This must have been next to Holes, one of her last
Yeah.
roles, probably.
Oh, one fun fact about her is that they loved how much she, like, when she would do her voice work, she was, like, so animated. And so they ended up adapting the animation to match her gestures, which I don't think they plan to do, but then they're like, she's
have to.
fucking killing it.
They used to do that. So it's cool that they kind of went back to that for her. And it makes sense because she's so iconic, so great, and truly a staple in our childhood, like, cinema realm,
I still quote, "You really should have thought of that before you became peasants."
Yeah, I wrote that down too. Oh, I love her. The fact that he was like, everybody hits their stride. You just hit yours 50 years ago. I'm like, cunt. So cunty.
It's really good.
Also, yeah, I wrote Kuzco's the cuntiest dude of all time. Your little town thingy will be bye-bye. Boo-hoo. I'm like, you're such a bitch.
Yeah.
I just have 1,000 of those notes, basically, calling him a bitch. Also, the roller coaster to the secret lab.
Oh, yeah.
Dead ass. They should make a roller coaster out of it. I know we
It'd
talked about
be
it earlier.
So fun.
It'd be so
And I think they could do it in a few parts, if you will.
Yeah.
So it starts off in the village and it's nice, and then it goes to the palace and it's like, wee, and then you do the secret lab thing, and then the ending is like when they're both racing back to the palace, and it could be like jungly, and the bridge could break, and it could have all that stuff in the movie,
For sure.
and it'd be great.
And then like it could like pause, and then there'll be like the monkey like eating the bug, and then go back to
It would be a really cool ride. Please make it.
Disney.
Please.
Talk to us. We could script the whole thing.
We've done
It's not
so
too
much
late.
for you.
We really have. What have you done for me? Well, you employed me, but then you fired me. So actually, you owe me, bitch.
Revenge.
Revenge. Honestly, and then you could pay us a lump sum,
A handsome
of quiche.
salary.
Thank you very much in liquid cash.
Liquid cash. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Anyway, I love Kronk so much. He's also one of my ultimate daddies, LOL. He's a himbo for sure. For sure.
What's a himbo?
It's like a bimbo, but like himbo. You know, kind of dumb and hot, but like the heart is there.
The heart of gold.
Himbo. I'm also a himbo. I'll say it. I'm a himbo too.
Hey,
You know what I mean? Shout out to himbos, baby.
And his spinach puffs, I was like, I want to make spinach puffs.
Dude, I love how he's literally cooking in the kitchen.
And
I
he's
love
so
him.
excited about this dinner party, and he just like couldn't give two shits, and it's so sad but funny.
I know. You know what? Maybe we should watch the Kronk.
Maybe
Kronk's
we
New
should.
Groove.
Kronk's New Groove. He's a star. He's a
Yeah.
fucking star.
God, I love him. But yeah, he's the ultimate himbo, and he's like, Yzma, put your hands in the air, and I'm like, I love you. He's so excited and loves life. You know?
Yeah, and I loved the addition of his little shoulder angel and devil.
Oh,
It's such a cute little device.
one
That's
of my
not done enough.
no, it's not, and it's one of my favorite, maybe my favorite part of the whole movie. Not only him singing his own theme song, which by the way is so me, and sing- well, someone's singing. I used to rewind that part over and
so
over
good.
again. And then also David Spade's commentary over it being like, I'm so glad I was unconscious for all of this. So funny. And yeah, the angel and devil were so fucking funny too. I used to rewind it all the time where he's like, I think I wrote it down actually, where he's like, reason number 2, look what I can do. And he like does a hand, and then he's like, what does that have to do with anything? And the angel's like, no, he's making a good point.
He's got a point.
He's got a point. So iconic and funny. I really do think actually this is one of the movies that truly shaped our sense of humor.
Our comedic palette.
I know I've said that already, but like this is absolutely our flavor. 1,000,000%. Okay. Also, the wife of Potch's wife, I can't remember her name.
Chica.
She is not only the first pregnant woman you see in a Disney movie,
Whoa.
but also she's one of the first moms that didn't get like killed off.
You're right.
in
She
Disney
makes it. Thank God.
And she's like cool and hot and like funny and like capable, even though she's pregnant.
Yeah, and I forget the woman who voices her, but she was like a big soap opera star. I can't think of her name.
It's funny because she and David Spade starred in a show together called Just Shoot
That's
Me.
right. Yeah.
But I can't remember her name. Nina something? Or maybe that was her character in the show. I can't remember.
Wendy Malick.
Wendy Malick.
Yeah,
Okay,
not
I mentioned her in
not
corporate bullshit.
Oh yeah, she's iconic. I love her voice.
Yeah, it's very smooth and sultry and competent.
Yeah, she's great. And she was a perfect choice for this role.
Yeah, she really sticks up for her family in a big way. She's a fucking boss ass bitch.
And she's just like a cool mom and like a cool wife, and she's just dope. I love her. Also, Cuzco was named after the ancient capital in the Incas.
And not
That's all I
after
got.
cunt in Japanese slang.
Yeah. Although I would have loved that too. Holy shit. That would have been great.
Yeah, and the scene where, Pacha comes and visits. Cusco says he's going to destroy his home and doesn't give a fuck.
Dick.
Pacha goes back and isn't ready to tell the wife. He doesn't want to break his pregnant wife's heart. Understandable.
Yeah.
But then as he's unloading the cart, Cusco falls out of it as a llama. So he doesn't realize it's Cusco at first.
Yeah.
But the whole scene where Cusco wakes up and realizes he's a llama is just incredible.
Oh, it's gold.
He goes, llama face.
Llama face. And then he's like, you kidnapped me and you did this. And Pacha's like, what the fuck are
and
you
his like
talking
little
about?
legs are shaking because he's like trying to learn how to
He's
be a
a
llama.
wobbly. It is so cute.
It's
Llamas
really
are
cute.
so fucking cute, you guys.
He goes,
Okay?
I told you I was going to destroy your village, and then you got all mad, and then you turned me into a llama.
Yeah, and you see like his face change.
Yeah.
Like these
The animation
animators
was really good.
are so fucking cool.
And he's so cute as a llama.
He is.
So
He's
cute.
cuter as a llama. I'll say it.
Yeah, we love Cusco llama.
We really do love Llama Cusco, baby.
Llama Cusco.
Oh, also Pacha means earth in Incan language.
Smart.
Because, you know,
And
dressed
the
in green.
Yeah.
Round, you know, very grounded. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wrote this. Oh, this is the final animated film ever made and released before the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature came into existence, with Shrek being the first winner.
It took them until 2001?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep. Pretty wild.
There are so many anime. I guess no one was given Disney respect.
Yeah, no one put respect on. I was surprised because I thought Snow White for sure would have won.
Yeah, you'd think that it would just be a category. They have so many goddamn categories.
I know, but no.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. And Shrek won the first one? Makes sense,
Mm-hmm.
honestly.
I know. I was like, it all comes back to Shrek. You know what I mean? Always. Also, the scene. This is kind of a weird scene for them to choose, where like he's walking through the fucking rainforest, and then he sees the spider thingy eat that bug, and he's like, "Help me! Help me!" I'm like, "That's fucking." Oh no! I'm scared of the
upset the
dog.
dog.
Oh, no.
She heard help me. Oh my
She heard,
god.
oh
This
my
is
God.
like Lassie in real life.
That is so
No,
sweet.
it's
No, don't
okay.
be sorry.
This is Sunshine of Sunshine Digital.
Yeah, what up?
Adorable doggy. Come
Hi, come
here.
You want to come up with me?
Hello.
Okay, that's
Come on,
okay.
Ella.
I know I don't
Or
have
Ellie.
treats for you.
Ellie.
I'm done.
No, she's over it.
Yeah, she's like, I just want to make sure.
Shay shouted, "Help me!"
And then she ran out.
She came
I was like,
running.
I was quoting the movie, and I was like, "Help me, help me!" And she ran out.
Oh, what a little lassie dog.
You sweet girl.
What a sweetie pie.
I love you. No,
Okay,
don't say
bye,
sorry.
we
She was
love
gonna help me.
you.
She's like, "What did this man do to you?" She ran over to Anthony immediately.
Oh my
Amazing,
God, so
good
cute.
work, girl.
Anywho.
Also, the hit the road, Bucky.
I love the talking
Jesus.
squirrel subplot. Just like another fun little, or chipmunk, just a fun little thing that they sprinkled in that comes up throughout the movie.
Yeah, that Kronk could just talk to them.
Yeah, squeakity squeak, squeaking.
Squeaking. And okay, I wrote here too. Hot take, but Disney has made sucking bug juice look really good in multiple movies.
You know,
And I'll
agree
say
to disagree.
again, the cheese stands alone. But tell me I'm wrong. Lion King, Emperor's New Groove. That's all I got. I only have 2, but still.
Okay, and when that, so they make it through the forest, they're bonding, they go to like a diner essentially, but the woman working there says, "Welcome to blah blah blah, home of the mug of meat," and I'm like, I want a mug of meat. That sounds great.
A mug of meat also sounds great as the main course to the bug juice that would come before.
Yeah, I'm picturing like a sexy round little earthen mug with just fucking meat in it. That
Ooh, and you
sounds. I'm
just-
picturing some peppers, some onions. In
Oh,
there.
maybe it has some like bouillon, so you drink the bouillon
Ugh.
and then have like the chunks of meat after.
Mug of meat should be a fucking food at Disneyland.
Dude, we
in
could
Emperor's
make
New Groove
it
Land.
we could
Okay?
literally figure this out.
We
okay?
could figure it out.
And we could make a drink called bug juice or whatever the fuck
Jake can live her wildest fantasy.
sexual. It's sexual.
I
at this
wonder
point.
how much if they like had a plastic bug container that you stuck a straw in. Would it sell?
It'd be like
well?
$79, but
I
it'd be
don't know
worth
if it would sell well. I have.
I know it
concerns.
would because I'm not alone, okay? Everybody literally shouts out in the comments if you agree with me, all right?
Okay.
It'll be more than just me.
Okay. I do think bugs are gonna have a big year in 2025.
That's what I'm saying. Like it economically and just for the world itself, we should other cultures eat bugs all the time.
Yeah.
We should be up in that bitch too. Cockroaches, I will die first. I don't give a fuck. Other than that, I feel like we can make it happen. Crickets are pretty good.
I've never eaten them and I don't want to.
They're not, I mean, the legs are kind of freaky, but besides that.
Excuse me. Be right back.
I'm just saying, it's better for protein. You know what I mean? Anyways.
We have cheese in this world, Jay. We don't. Need
We have
bugs.
eggs and cheese.
Okay.
you
We don't
fool.
need bugs.
Anyway.
We have a filet mignon.
We do.
Okay.
But that's not sustainable forever, you know? There's
That's
other
true.
there's other ways that we could get protein.
Well, if we're in a dystopian future with no protein, maybe I'll start chowing down on
there
grubs
we
with
go.
ya.
There we go. I like that. Okay. I wrote the part where Kronk is doing like the double dutch and he's 99 monkeys and Yzma like walks in and she's like
What are
she's
you
so
doing?
she's
just,
so
like,
mad.
So mad.
He just loves life.
Yeah.
He's just chilling.
And they do a good job of showing her like rage building and building with him because he does. He's not a good henchman.
Himbo.
He's a himbo.
He's a himbo.
He does not care about the mission. That is for
No.
sure. He does not give a fuck.
He's like, I love Yzma, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do whatever
I'm a
feels
cooker.
good.
I'm a double dutcher. I talk to squirrels. It's
Oh,
my life.
Yeah, he has a great little life. I love when he gets like forced to be in the kitchen making food for the restaurant, and
And
he's
he
just like,
loves
oh
it.
yeah, he like knows all the I don't even know what they're
Diner
called.
slang.
Yeah, the diner slang, which I might learn because I might get a part-time job at a little diner in Utah,
So exciting.
and I might learn all this, back of the house slang
Mm-hmm.
for the big boys in UT. But
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah, I love him. I love Kronk. He's one of my favorite Disney characters of all time.
He's incredible.
He's a gem. And
Another example
oh,
of
yeah.
the comedy that we really like. So they're all at the diner together, and they're starting to put it together. Like Pacha and Kuzco are like, "Wait, are they fucking here?" And so they ask somebody. They go, "What did she look like?" And he goes, "I'd say scary beyond all reason."
Yeah, scary beyond all reason. He's like,
yeah,
that's it. Okay.
that's her.
And she is scary
And
beyond
they
all
just know
reason.
that it's her.
They're like, perfect. And my last note is about Yzma turning into a kitten and how her voice, like, I could listen to that
Yes.
voice
Mhm.
all fucking
Yeah,
day.
pitched up Eartha Kitt. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
I would do it right now, but I don't want to scare the puppy.
Yeah, I don't have too many more notes, but I do.
Yeah, that's my
I
last
do
one.
love that the ending is all the animal changes. I thought that was a really fun way to end the film and add a lot of drama.
Oh,
It's like people
yeah.
constantly changing into other animals. Like when the guard goes, I've been turned into a cow. Can I go home?" And Eastman goes, "You're excused."
You're excused. I read somewhere that the 3 animals that Kuzco gets turned into were the same 3 stuffed animals he had at the beginning when he was a baby in his crib.
Cute.
Cute, huh?
So smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
very,
like a
very cute.
turtle, a bird.
Yeah, it was like I can't
A
remember what they
whale?
are. It's like yeah,
Yeah.
a whale.
Yeah.
I think a
I think it's
whale,
a whale, a turtle,
a
and
llama,
bird.
and
Nice.
something else.
What a fun little
And I
fact.
was like, that's really cute.
Cute back end thing. Oh, I like how the song at the end. So the song at the beginning is all about how Cusco's great and amazing, and at the end they say, if you ain't got friends, then nothing's worth the fuss. I thought that was
Yeah.
a good way to bookend the movie and really tell the lesson.
And it's true. And as per usual, David Spade is paired with a bigger man.
Ebert does mention that in his review.
Oh,
He
really?
goes, David Spade continues his tradition of starring in comedic roles along with a big fat guy.
Period. And you know what? I just think he has such good chemistry with people who, well, actually any type of person, because Chris Farley was like a very physical comedy, like big goofy guy, and he like bounced really well off him. But I think him and John Goodman really bounce well off each other as well.
Mhm.
And I just think he could like shit on anyone and it'd be funny as long as the other person is strong enough to like take the blow and
Right.
then hit
And
back.
Pacha hella is.
He hella
very
is.
strong.
He's so strong and hot. But anyway.
Yeah, and then it ends with Kuzco, of course, declining not to build his Kuzcotopia on the
Yeah.
village. He goes next door, and actually, I'm glad. So I guess in one version of the script, he just built a giant mega palace, like further down the mountain.
Makes sense.
But I'm glad in this version, he just builds a very simple, traditional home. It's nothing fancy.
Yeah. And then they end up being like nabes and
they're
besties.
besties.
Hee hee.
We love
Like us, my love.
it.
I would
I'm
reach,
gonna
but-
not. Last time I reached and knocked over, it was the whole thing.
It was both of us on our clumsy oaf realness.
Clumsy oaf.
Oh yeah, have you checked out the new setup? A
New
little bit?
shrine?
Yeah. We have a little artwork from longtime friend and
Historian.
historian Brando for our 2-year anniversary last year. We got my not scary pigeon
Beautiful
named Pidgey.
pigeon boy.
And oh shit. Sorry.
See, it's
I'm
not
like,
going
oh,
well.
shit. And our 2 little
Games.
gamesies. Okay, anyway, I have some trivia for my
yay,
wife.
yay.
If we're ready for this
I'm ready.
shit.
I'm ready. I'm gonna get a little sip of coffee.
Okay, here we go. Number 1. Why does Cusco want to destroy Pacha's village?
To build Cuscotopia. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, 2. Why did Cusco say, "How long has that been there?"
Because when Yzma's talking, she's got a little bit of green something in her teeth.
Perfect. What makes the jaguars wake up and chase Cusco?
This is a great moment because Kuzco goes by a bunch of sleeping jaguars and he doesn't want to wake them up. And then a little squirrel makes a balloon animal, which is ridiculous.
Which is perfect.
And then it pricks it with a pin, and that does not wake up the jaguars. So Kuzco in triumph goes, ha! And that's what wakes up the jaguars. Can you tell I've seen this movie a lot?
She's like, and I could read the entire script from the top of the dome. What kind of animals can Kronk talk to?
Squirrels and
Perfect.
chipmunks. Well, he does say, I'm versed in all woodland creatures.
Oh, okay. So she gets
So there's
bonus
even
points.
more.
Bonus points. And lastly, Oh,
You're like,
how do you? I was like, what? I worded this weird because again, I was high off my fucking ass and I didn't feel
"High
like
as
a
little
human.
kite."
How do you eat a hot and crispy pill bug?
You gross. Shove a straw into its abdomen and
Yeah.
slurp. She's like, I'm getting
My
hungry.
dream. I'm like, I'm horny.
Yay!
Anyway,
I nailed
yay!
it.
Dude,
I would have been really mad at myself if I didn't.
No,
ace
you fucking-
this trivia.
not only did you get 100%, you got bonus points because you taught me things that I forgot about the woodland creatures.
Thank
Anyways, great job, my love.
you. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you. And thank you guys.
And thank you at home.
Yeah, wow. We have been genuinely talking about this episode for 3
We
years.
really have.
Almost.
I'm
so
gonna find the quiz right now.
yeah, I used to do this all the time, and this is the first time I've done it in a while where I forget about the personality quiz and I'm like,
Oh, yeah, she's like,
closing out.
goodbye, and I'm always like, wait.
You're like, wait, but the personality quiz.
Let's
Sorry,
see,
again,
there's
2
gotta
hours
be
of sleep.
one.
I know I've reminded y'all many times, but it's my reality today.
Oh, that we don't want universe. We just want the movie.
Kuzco, he's the king of
The
the world.
Kuzco. Oh, there's a BuzzFeed one. Okay, this
Oh,
is fun.
hell yeah.
I think we know what we're gonna get, but it's are you more like Yzma or Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove?
Ooh, okay.
Okay, pick one. Oh, this is unreadable. Hold on, let me refresh and see.
Is it like tiny font?
Okay, it fixed it. It was
Okay.
like way big font, so like 2. Yeah.
Oh,
anyways.
okay.
Pick one: an umbrella, a new hat, a recliner, or a cast iron skillet.
Cast iron skillet.
Yum. Pick one: Mac or PC.
PC.
Okay, politically correct over here. What color shirt are you wearing right now? The options are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, or purple.
Purple.
Purple. Pick one: cat, dog, snake, or fish.
Dog. Although I love cats too. Well, I love them all, but
You like snakes?
actually I do.
I know.
I really do like snakes a lot. I don't like watching them eat stuff, but I do love them.
I encountered a rattlesnake in the wild, and it was one of the scariest moments of my life.
I did kill a rattlesnake before,
Ooh.
unfortunately. But that was for safety of my family.
That's right. You had to protect them.
I did. But I do love snakes.
When did you go to bed last night? A little peek behind the curtain. The options are 8, 11, I don't know, or 1 a.m. or later.
1 a.m. or later. It was 6
You want to let
a.m.
them know? Yeah. And guess what time we left the house? 8:45.
Yeah. So.
Okay, you are Kronk.
Yay! Woo!
It says you have a kind and compassionate personality. You're loyal and will do anything to protect the people you care about, like the snake story.
Like the snake story.
Beautiful. Okay.
Gorgeous, my wife.
Here I go. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, perf. Here we go. I'll have to go back and then go back in.
Mhm.
Okay. Pick one: an umbrella, a new hat, a recliner, or a cast iron skillet.
A recliner.
Oh, love that.
I kind of want like a giant, ugly recliner.
Oh, it's doing
my
that
house.
thing where it's. There we go. Okay. Recliner. Perfect. Pick one: Mac or PC.
Mac, baby.
Mac
I love
Daddy.
my Mac. And I just learned you could play The Sims on the Mac.
Yo.
So I've been fucking simming it up.
That-
Sims 4, having a great time. I made Inigo Montoya. His, life's goals, revenge and crime. Anyway.
Wait, one of these nights we should play together, or
We
I can watch you play.
should. It's
Yay,
so fun.
like old times.
Mhm.
Okay, what color shirt are you wearing right now? Green. Pick one: cat, dog, snake, or fish.
Dog.
Dog, of course. When did you go to bed last night?
What were the options?
8 p.m., 11 p.m., I don't know, or 1 a.m. or later.
It wasn't quite 8 p.m., but it was closer to 8 p.m. than 11, so let's go there.
You're Kronk. You have a kind and compassionate
Ah.
personality. You're loyal and will do anything to protect the people you care
I
about.
thought maybe Mac would get me
Period.
an Yzma.
Yeah, I mean, that would be crazy if we were.
Okay. Nice. Nailed it.
Well, yet again, we wanted to do this episode for years.
Years and years. Like
Years and
since the
years.
beginning of the podcast.
Since we're like, we have to do. I'm actually, we could ask our historian if we talked about it early on.
I'm sure we did. I
But
had
I'm
to make
certain
sure.
we
I was
did.
like, we have not done this one, right? Because it seems like such an obvious choice for us
Yeah,
that I had to make sure. I was like, okay, no, we didn't.
we wanted to make sure it fit in with the theme of whatever we were doing. But
Transformation month.
transformation, it just makes sense, you guys. So anyway, we love you so much. Thank you for starting the year with us yet again for the second new year in a row. And we can't wait to see what this new year brings for us, my dears.
Yeah.
We love you.
We love you.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. Shout out to I Have No Mouth for our delightful theme song and Whitney Vertucci for our beautiful podcast art.
And all of this couldn't be possible without our amazing producer, Anthony, aka DJ Munchausen.
If you have questions for us or would like to advertise with us, please email us at blockbusterwives@gmail.com and please join our Patreon for exclusive bonus content.
As always, please rate, subscribe, and tell all your friends about us.
We love you.
Hey, I've been turned into a cow. Can I go home?
You're excused. Anyone else?
No, we're good. We're good.
Get them!
Gotta change you back. Try this one.
Hotcha? Little help?
Come on, come on! Oh, please be something with wings.
Yeah, we're flying! Uh-oh. We're not getting anywhere with you picking the vials. I'm picking the next one.
Fine by me.
Give me that one. Don't you say a word.
Quick, drain the canals!
Open up.
Yay, I'm a llama again! Wait.